So I thought I'd do a quick video just recapping what we saw at the Worldwide Developers Conference today. First off, Apple showed off OS X Lion, which really didn't have that many surprises. If you've seen previous articles or video on it, it's pretty much the same thing. It will be shipping in July at $29, so a great deal there on upgrading to the next operating system for Mac. The big news was, of course, in iOS and the iCloud. For iOS, the biggest for me news was notifications. They have kind of mashed together what stock Android, the Sense 3.0, and WebOS. Sense 3.0 being a scan of Android, so it's part of Android but not actual Android, and then WebOS. So basically what they've done is you have, like Android, you slide down from the top of the screen, reveals your notifications. Of course, it looks about 10 times better in iOS. They've got everything grouped together. You can go into settings and decide what gets into the kind of banner, what does not. You also have live stock widgets and your local weather. Basically, it enables me to get the weather app off my home page. When I want to see the weather, I can just swipe down from the top, so that's pretty neat. For when you have the phone unlocked and you're using stuff, when notifications come in, it will do like the Wheel of Fortune, not Wheel of Fortune, Price is Right, where it kind of rolls around. So basically what it'll do is roll around a thin strip at the top, show you the notification, kind of blink it and flash it, and then if you don't do anything, it'll go away. But not to fear, unlike, the annoying pop-ups where if you hit close, they were gone and you had to just kind of remember. These are all still available via the notification window. And so that's pretty neat. And also the lock screen. The lock screen will display your notifications that you've missed since you locked the phone. And you can just directly slide on the home screen to launch that app. So say if you've missed a text message, if you just drag that icon, slide it to the right, it'll take you right to the text message. It works great for Twitter, Facebook messages, email. So that's pretty awesome. So they've completely revamped how notifications work in iOS, so that was kind of the biggest complaint. Also, they've made it PC free. You can now, or when iOS 5 comes out in the fall, you'll be able to purchase an iPhone, iPad, or an iPod Touch, take it out of the box, enter your Apple ID information, connect to your Wi-Fi network, and you're ready to go. No more having to sync up to a computer to activate, which is good because there are scenarios where if you're out in the field and you need to wipe your phone, you don't have your laptop with you. You just need to, your phone's being buggy, so you need to delete and restart it. So that's pretty neat. Also, in iOS, they'll be offering over-the-air Delta updates. Basically, the system now is that when you plug it into iTunes and you download the update, it downloads the entire file, so the whole iOS operating system. It's very inefficient. That's why they haven't been able to do over-the-air updates, because nobody wants to download a 666 meg file over AT&T 3G, and the carriers don't want that either. So what they have now is a set of updates. Basically, it'll just update what needs to be updated. Same thing with iOS apps. You're not going to be downloading the entire app anymore, you're just going to be downloading the updates, so awesome stuff there. You get Wi-Fi sync to iTunes. I haven't got that to work yet, but basically what you do, if your computer and your iOS device are attached to the same Wi-Fi network, when you plug it into a power cord, that's what I didn't do, I didn't plug it in a power cord. When you plug it into a power cord, it'll Wi-Fi sync. So basically what you get is not having to actually plug it in. Also, when you plug in an iOS 5 device to sync, you don't get the sync in progress window where you can't do anything. You can actually still work on the phone in the background, so that's pretty neat. There's supposed to be multi-touch gesture app switching. I haven't tried that out yet. Trying to think what else. Oh, iMessage. It's basically a BlackBerry Messenger killer. Text photos, videos, and it doesn't use up your SMS minutes. So if you have another iOS user or group that you want to text or communicate with, great stuff there. Then to iCloud. Basically what they're doing is they're rebranding the MobileMe services for calendar and contact sync and making it part of iCloud. So that plus automatic syncing of documents. If you've got Pages, Keynotes, and Numbers documents, those will all be syncing to your phones directly. It's not like Google Docs where you're just accessing the cloud copy and editing it there. You edit the document on one of your devices and the changes get beamed down. So it's kind of like each device has a local copy. Let's say if you're working on something, you're working on it on an iPad, an iPhone, and the desktop. Each pad has its own local copy, but it will be updating that with changes you do on each other. So that's a significant difference between Google Docs. I don't think either one is like the best answer. I think they basically accomplish the same thing. But who am I to say? Also, your app syncing and your backup will be done over iCloud. The whole idea behind iCloud is that no matter what kind of Apple device you're on, you're always connected. So if you've downloaded an app at home, say, but you didn't download it or transfer it to your iPad, well, if it's a paid app, you used to have to actually buy the app over again. Now you can just go into your Purchase tab, click to download the app, type in your password, download the app, you're good to go. So they've really moved to like the Android model where you don't need to tether it to a PC at all, unless you want to. So that's cool stuff. Like I said, documents, iTunes in the cloud. It's pretty interesting that the kind of basics of the feature are going to be free. The idea being that you have paid to download music from Apple, and therefore you'll be able to see through the Purchase tab in the iTunes store on your iPhone or iPad that, oh yeah, I bought this album and I don't have it here on this device. So you can just download it over Wi-Fi or 3G. So super cool if you've got a bunch of Purchase songs that you think, oh, I'll never need those, but then you need them on the go. Quick and easy way to download. What they're charging for and what the $25 rumor was about is what they call, is it Music Scan? Basically what it does is it scans your iTunes library, identifies songs, and then basically lets you download DRM-free, high-quality versions. I'm not sure why, but whatever works. But basically what you then get to do is stream that library to all your devices. So super cool stuff there from Apple. Like I said, Lion will be out in July for $29. iOS 5 is out for developers today, but not for the general public until the fall, they're saying. So that was kind of a disappointment. And also no new hardware. There wasn't any iPhone 4S or time capsules or AirPort Extremes. There was no hardware. But the software was impressive enough, and notifications are awesome. I think once people get a chance to try them, they will love them. So yeah, it was super exciting, and I think they raised the bar where they needed to raise it as far as BlackBerry style messaging and complete cloud services. And if you're a current MobileMe customer, if you have an active account, it's been extended through June 30th of 2012. It looks like we're going to lose the ability to publish web pages through iWeb, so you've got like another year to find out a website hosting service. I know I have to find a new solution. But and MobileMe Gallery, where you shared photos and videos, Oh, also in iOS, deep Twitter integration, being able to tweet from the browser, which is now tabbed on the iPad, which is super neat. You can even drag and hold and rearrange tabs. Also on the iPad, in portrait mode, you get a split keyboard. You can basically multi-touch and drag the two halves apart and get a split keyboard. But there's deep integration in Twitter, letting you tweet pictures right from your camera roll, or even tweet from Safari. So super cool stuff there for Twitter fans. I know I'm a fan, so I'm pumped for Twitter. There are tons of things that I haven't covered. I tried to cover the big ones. Also, one thing I've been kind of holding out for was turn-by-turn navigation. It was kind of rumored that Apple may have purchased some companies that would have been able to do a Maps app, but it looks like if that is coming, it's coming later. Definitely not today. But overall, tons of awesome stuff from Apple. The iPhone 3GS and the third generation iPod Touch will be compatible with iOS 5. There were rumors beforehand that Apple was going to cut them out as far as upgradability, but they advertised today that 3GS will be upgradable. So if you have a older 3G iPhone, 3GS, or if you have an older iPhone 3G or an Edge, you're obviously out. iPhone 3GS, so far no restrictions as far as features are concerned. Sometimes they will remove certain features that hardware doesn't support, but so far none. But overall, amazing, and looking forward to next month or so Apple irons out the wrinkles in iOS. Talk to you guys later.